Hey, it's time for yet another player focus, and that's a good thing, I guess. It means we're adding players. Last week we spent some time getting to know our new tight end, Colby Parkinson. That was on the podcast, and we had a YouTube video as well on the channel. Today I'm going to introduce you, as best I can anyways, to our new safety, Kamren Curl. Certainly not a well-known player, but man, he has made a name for himself at the NFL level. Let's go back to the beginning, though. He played ball at Muskogee High School in Muskogee, Oklahoma, and went on to play at the University of Arkansas. 34 games there over 3 years, 175 tackles, 2 sacks, and 2 interceptions. Enters the draft, and NFL.com rated him as a priority undrafted free agent, destined to be a backup, is how they put it. And hey, I'm not picking on NFL.com. This happens all the time. Guys that are slated to go undrafted, rated in the 200 to 300 range, and end up having great NFL careers. Everybody gets it wrong more often than you'd expect, actually. And the reverse happens as well. First round draft picks that really amount to nothing. NFL.com went on to say he'd be better suited as a split safety, come up and hit and tackle, but doesn't have the frame or power to be an impactful run deterrent near the line of scrimmage. Well, he's proved them wrong, as we'll get to in a second. Basically, they said he has a chance to become a backup safety at some point if he demonstrates the necessary speed at the NFL level. So he ends up going to the Commanders. They are the Redskins at the time, of course, the second pick of the 7th round. Same draft, by the way, that the Rams drafted Terrell Burgess in the 3rd round and Jordan Fuller in the 6th. So NFL.com and the Rams were on the same page when it comes to Kamren Curl. So he takes over the starting job in his rookie year after starting safety Landon Collins suffered a season-ending injury in Week 8. Following week, he leads the team in tackles with 11 and also picked up his first sack. Picked up his first career interception in Week 14 of that season against the 49ers, returned at 76 yards for a touchdown. So he's starting to make his mark, right? Finished the season with 3 interceptions, 88 tackles, and 2 sacks. Missed some time in 2022 with a thumb injury, but man, by that time, he was starting to get recognized as a very, very good player. Pro Football Focus, they just raved about him. His ability in coverage, his ability to defend the run, and said by the end of the 2022 season, he was perhaps the Commanders' most important defensive player. Coming up to the line of scrimmage, making tackles, defending passes, making big plays. Bottom line is, right now, as of today, Kamren Curl is one of the best all-around safeties in the league. And the film doesn't lie. He looks like he can really be an impactful player for our Los Angeles Rams. Pretty clearly, he's the best safety we've had in a while. I mean, when was the last time we had a safety, a difference maker safety? You know, John Johnson had his moments. Jordan Fuller, except for the injuries, he might have been on track to be that type of safety as well. Taylor Rapp, he was okay. Hey, then there's Eric Weddle, of course, for a few games anyways. You tell me, when was the last time we had a safety that could play potentially at the Pro Bowl level? Maybe Aeneas Williams. I have to go that far back. But Kamren Curl, we have upgraded the safety position. And if we have to pair him up with Russ Yeast, if that's what our safety group ends up looking like, with Quentin Lake playing that star position, covering the slot, Darius Williams on one side, and I'm not sure who the other corner is yet. But our secondary is suddenly looking pretty promising, and that's going to help that other aspect of the defense everybody's worried about, the pass rush. Hey, you can get the sacks with excellent edge rushers. You can also get sacks with great coverage on the back end, and that's what Kamren Curl's going to bring. Really excited about this signing. Potentially the most impactful free agent signing for the Rams this year. Kamren Curl, welcome to the Los Angeles Rams.